Hey, welcome to BibleTrack for today. This is January the 26th, and we're looking at 3 chapters in the book of Genesis. Genesis chapters 22, 23, and 24. Big test for Abraham in chapter 22. That's where he takes Isaac up on top of the mountain and way into the wilderness, about 3 days' travel. And God tells him he's going to sacrifice his son. He's willing to do that because he's sure that if God lets him kill him, that God will raise him from the dead. That's how much faith Abraham has. He's come a long way, hasn't he? And we see, though, that 7 times before this, that God had actually spoken to Abraham, so that'll help build your faith, and I have those listed in today's reading. Then we have our first mention of Rebekah there at the end of chapter 22. She's simply mentioned there in the context of being a relative of Abraham back up in Haran. And then Sarah dies. Abraham buys a big old cemetery plot. Actually buys a piece of land with a cave on it. Buys it from the sons of Heth, the Hittites. Pays an honest price for it. And there he buries Sarah. And then in chapter 24, who wants to marry a millionaire? That's the case here where Abraham sends his servant up to Haran where Laban and Rebekah's folks live. That's where he and Sarah were actually from. Sends his servant up there and says, "Bring back my boy a wife." Well, the servant wants to take Isaac, but nothing doing. He wants to send the servant up. And in this 24th chapter, the servant comes back with a beautiful young girl named Rebekah. And it's love at first sight when she gets back and they meet and everybody lives happily ever after. Well, maybe not so much, but tune in for tomorrow's reading and see exactly what happens afterward. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.